Hello everyone. Today we're going to be filing an OPRA request, and an OPRA request is a New Jersey Open Public Records request. It's similar to a Federal Freedom of Information request. Basically, if you want public information, you make this request to, in this case, the state of New Jersey. So I'm going to type in OPRA, and different states have different request laws that you can look up for them, but this is New Jersey's. So you want to go to OPRA Home, State of New Jersey, and it's going to bring you to the Open Records Act page. You want to go up here and click on State Request Form, and it's going to ask you for the department. It's important that you know which department you're requesting information from, because sometimes they're helpful and they say, no, this is the wrong department, you need a different department, and they'll tell you what it is. Other times they just deny a request. So what I'm going to do is request from the Department of Banking and Insurance. And it's also going to ask you for the division. Usually if you get the division wrong, they're a little bit more helpful, but you want to be as close as possible just to maximize your efforts and maximize your probability of getting to the right place and the right person and getting what you want without a lot of runaround. So I'm going to go to Life and Health, and it's going to ask you to fill this in. So I'm going to pause for a second while I fill this in for me. Okay, so I'm back and I filled this in with my name. This is my company, the Coco Law Firm. My address, pretty straightforward. You don't have to put in a company name. You can just put in your regular mailing address if you're an individual. You put in your telephone number. Preferred delivery method, I always do email. They'll tell you if they can't email it, and that's usually the cheapest and fastest way to get what you want. Also, make sure that you click off this little button that says, I have not been convicted of an indictable offense, unless you have. And you need to click that off or else it will not put your request through. Maximum cost, this is how much it's going to cost to do the record, to give you the record. I usually do $50 at first, do a check. And then down here is where you put in your actual request. This request happens to be for certain appeals from Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Nothing sensitive, nothing confidential in here. They're supposed to file records with the state banking and insurance division of how many appeals that they have and the outcomes of them. So I'm curious as to find out about their appeals process and what their numbers are. You want to be very specific, because if you see in here that I've written over the past 3 years, they will deny your request if it's overbroad. So you want to be very specific. You want to have a time frame, and you want specific records. Here I'm looking for first, second, and third level appeals for the first over the last 3 years, just to get an idea of what their appeals process is, what the outcome of their appeals process is, and how many appeals are actually reversed. And this is going to be for utilization management. So I'm actually going to add that here. Past 3 years for utilization management. Past 3 years for. And then when you're ready, you just thank them and hit submit. And this will give you a summary of what you entered, and you just want to look it over and make sure that it's right, so I'm going to pause for just a second. Okay, so it looks good. I'm just going to hit accept here. And also remember that you're asking for direction to a different department if they don't have it. Hit accept. I recommend that you write this number down or print it, and that's it.